What's up, everyone? This is FehtSama, and we're getting back into another episode of Monster Girl Quest. So, we left our last episode before we found out what was happening with the townsfolk, so let's go ahead and find out what our influence did to the city before we move on to our next spirit, or whatever it is that we're trying to head for. My friend saw something strange in the forest to the northwest. A strange child with wings like a butterfly was dancing around. Is it because his lack of faith that he saw something like that? Oh, there's the ghost again. Did something just pass by me? It looks like my faith is too weak. Wait, was that I think that was a fairy, too. I'm going to the church. 3 women. Hey, did you hear? Creepy demon children have been roaming the streets. I've heard about that. They fly around the streets with hate-filled laughter. How scary. The tool shop owner said he saw a pixie, too. Jimmy's crops are ruined too. We have to be careful. I want to talk too. That's fine, little miss. Feel free to join us. Oh my, what nice wing accessories. I want them too. Is she like pretending to be a regular girl or something like that? I wonder if she's like a bigger fairy. Maybe, based off of this one too. Oh, how unusual. Are you a fairy? When I was young, there were a lot of fairies here, too. Do you want my rice ball? Yay, snacks. After the small stream in the south was filled in, fairies weren't seen anymore. I was around 20 at the time, so around 60 years ago? Yes. This is my first time seeing a fairy since then. Weird. And we got the boy, girl, ghost, and now a fairy. They're all playing together. Right after the ghost infestation is a pixie infestation. At this rate, San Ilias will be taken over by strange things. But they do say that pixies are actually kind of cute, and that people are feeding them snacks. The castle is still in a serious uproar. People keep reporting unusual phenomenon. Has this land truly been forsaken by Ilias? Weapon shop. Let's see what's happening there. One after another, this crap keeps happening. The only thing that doesn't change is my lack of sales. Damn that tool shop owner. That's right, this one he's actually benefiting from everything weird going on in the city. I'm no longer carrying anti-ghost water. The ghost started to protest outside my shop, so I stopped selling it. But now sunflower seeds are selling well. Since it's those pixies' favorite food, people keep buying it, hoping to make them into pets. Even more surprising, the pixies themselves are coming to buy them. Naturally, I don't discriminate with my customers. Cool. Alright, let's go see what the castle's gonna... if they're all messed up and stuff. What's with this weird atmosphere? What's more, I'm hearing a small girl's laughter. The soldiers are getting scared with all this weird stuff happening. I'm patrolling the castle. I won't let even a single insect by me. A fairy slowly creeps toward the guard, back while holding a frog. Suddenly, she throws a frog at him. Gah, what's that? A frog? Who threw this? The guard doesn't seem to notice the fairy giggling right in front of him. Interesting. Recently, pixies have been running wild. These sightings must be because they hold weak hearts. From the Book of Merman, bad people see bad things. First, we must stop the evil of man. Hey, what are you two talking about? Tell me. It looks like the 2 priests don't notice the fairy. Scholar. In this ancient 1,000-year-old book, there's a lot of information about fairies. In other words, 1,000 years ago, fairies were common. Why did they vanish from the scriptures since then? An interesting question. I'm only 500 years old. We had picture books that had fairies in it. Is that true? But now fairies have vanished from folklore. Were they unseen for so long that their existence was forgotten? Or were they intentionally erased from the scriptures? An interesting question. It's kind of funny, the ghosts on... Some people are just like taking the ghosts in strides. It's like, yeah, we got really old things to hang out with now. Old dead things. Here, it's a sunflower seed. Don't you want it? I love cute things. I don't think that fairy was very impressed. I probably didn't want to do nothing with you. Most of the fairies and ghosts, because of the fairies and ghosts, the chapel is in an uproar. Oh, great Ilias, please cleanse these pixies and ghosts. We can rest in this sacred chapel. Ilias, please save us from those hateful things. Oh, great Ilias, please watch over me. The ghost is praying. God thing sitting on a cloud, please make the flowers bloom. Jeez. Also make mommy and sister happy. The fairies mimic the humans as they pray. Ilias is probably just like, really? He's probably like dragging her eye down or whatever. Her eyelid down. The library is still being repaired. For some reason, there are scribbles and drawings appearing all over the castle. Because of these strange occurrences, we aren't allowing anyone in the library. That sounds serious. Alright, audience hall. Oh, Luca, the body and mind of the king has completely recovered, but it looks like the memory of the attack has been lost forever. The psychic shock must have been too much, and he forgot all about it. At any rate, please enter. Okay. Well, see what the king got going on here. Oh, the hero Luca. I'm glad you came. Recently, strange things keep happening in my town. I wonder if he's really healed. Excuse me, King. How did your head feel? Oh? Ah, what's this? The king grips the jar on his head in surprise. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a jar, it's not his hat. Apparently he didn't notice it. Yeah, I didn't notice it either. Where's my crown? Over in the corner of the room, several fairies are playing with his crown. With the fairies seemingly invisible to the king, the crown seems to like it's moving on its own. What's happening around here? Ilias, please save us. The fairies suddenly jump on top of his shoulders. I don't know why, but it seems like they really like him. Laughing and giggling, the fairies start to dance and play on his shoulders. No, what is this? Why are my shoulders being tickled by disembodied voices of little girls? You seem quite busy. I quickly walk out of the audience hall. Yeah, leave the fairies to being weird or whatever. That's the guard's office, gotta say. We ran out of coffee awfully fast today. The sugar and cake is gone too. On the other end of the room, two elegant ghost women are chatting. This castle is getting awfully noisy. And those little children. It's those little children. I love snacks. Sugar is delicious. Oh, are they? I think they're singing. A fairy peeps her head out from the sugar jar as she sings a song. I keep guessing what they're about to do and then it just says it. Another fairy at the other side of the room has her face stuck in a jar. As she struggles to get out, the vase drops on the floor and shatters. Poltergeist. I'm sick of this castle. Alright, well, it looks like it's time we made tracks. Let's get out of here before we cause any more trouble. So now the fairies are doing whatever they want. What's going to happen to this place? First ghosts and now fairies? It's a pretty bizarre place now. Those little tricksters can be pretty annoying. Is this also a step towards coexistence? The children are running around playing happily. I wonder what will happen here now. Will the humans get along with the fairies? Will they get along, or will they reject them? Since this place loves Ilias so much, I don't know if it will go well. In the end, it's up to the people of the town. I guess the only thing I can do is hope for the best now. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. I can't waste any more time here. Yeah, I guess you're right. Even though she's putting up a stoic face, her body is still trembling. She's trying pretty hard to ignore the ghosts, trying to save face. Shall we get going? Thus, we turn our backs to San Ilias. Bleh, I can't even say that right. I hope things turn out for the best here. Indeed, indeed. I was able to acquire Sylph's power in this place, but I still need to meet the other three. The other spirits. Salamanders to the north in a volcano in the Gold region. Undine is to the east in a dungeon near the Noah region. Gnome is to the west in a desert in the Safina region. Safina is the closest to here. Alright, next is Gnome. Shall we go to Sabasa Castle to the west first? The Sentora continent is divided into 4 general areas. To the west is the area called Safina that has a lot of deserts. In the center of the largest desert is a giant city called Sabasa Castle. If we're going to the Safina region, that would be the best place to start at. A desert this time? It looks like I'll be able to try some new delicacies. I'm getting excited. I'm glad to see the things important to her haven't changed. How many times are you going to tell me about your gourmet world tour? I shake my head in amazement as we head out on the road. Let's go ahead and save. If I can remember where I put my save file. Yeah, it's this one. Oh. Okay. Alright, so this is the world map. That's cool. The only place to click on those Safina region. So might as well go and do all that. It's been 10 days since we left San Ilias. We should reach Sabasa Castle in another 3 days or so. The monsters can be troublesome, but the natural environment here is even worse. Right now we're going through a humid rainforest. Hot. You're barely wearing anything, too. I'm the one really hot with all these clothes. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and load that. It's already been 10 days since we left San Ilias. We should reach Sabasa Castle in another 3 or so days. The monsters can be troublesome, but the natural environment here is even worse. Right now we're going through a humid rainforest. Hot. You're barely wearing anything, too. I'm the one hot with all these clothes. You can take off your clothes, too, you know. That way you can make it easier for the monsters that attack you, too. Jeez, just, Huh? I see the rustling of grass close by. Quickly racing towards me, a giant figure jumps out. What could possibly be attacking us in the middle of the forest? A hot, humid forest. Why am I even surprised? Why would I be surprised at this point? I really don't like these bug sort of girls. Jeez. Luca, call me. I faintly hear Sylph's voice on the wind. Sure, let's go ahead and call Sylph. Yeah, let's do that. Sylph, lend me your power. Powerful winds blow around Luca. I'll cover you up with my best silk, then flood you. Okay. Vicious silk spray. But it's blown away by the wind. Huh, that's cool. How could I lose to a human? Tarantula Girl turns into a tiny spider. Tarantula Girl has been defeated. And experience points, yay. Even when it's hot, these monsters are so energetic. Do they just not mind the heat or something? It's so hot. And hungry. Maybe not. Oh. Yeah, Alice isn't doing so good, air. Why is the air so dry? This is an arid region. A little bit further and we'll actually be in a desert. Sabasa Castle is in the center of the desert. Right now it's ruled by the 9th descendant of the hero Sabasa, who was called the Emperor of the Burning Sands. All I know is that Gnome is somewhere in the desert. The first step I need to take is to find some more concrete information about Sabasa Castle. Blech, another monster. Making me have to move more than necessary when it's so hot. Sheesh. Wherever I go, I'm attacked by monsters. This isn't making peaceful coexistence any easier. Save location. Sure, yeah. Minotauros. Okie dokie then. Oh, a healthy looking male. No. I think not. I think not. What you said right there, no thank you. Another monster stating her intentions pretty clearly. Dangerous monsters like her need to be rooted out. Let's go ahead and drop off this speedy sword move. It's really chunk into her health. Alright, well, we have no choice but to do a regular attack here. She seems to have a lot of strength-based attacks. Strength in a way that, well, you guys, if you read the text, I think you get it at this point. Well, let's go ahead and do a demon decapitation. To such a tiny boy? The Minotauros turned into a calf. Minotauros was defeated. 1,600 experience points. Nice. Alright. Whew. I let out a sigh as the calf runs away. Are you done? How was I? Don't you think I've gotten stronger? Well, you're better than before. But since you can use the wind for its defense, you still have a long way to go. Or, since all you can use the wind for is defense, until you're carried by the wind itself, you can't say that you've mastered it. I see. Inside me, Sylph also seems like she's depressed. Speaking of that, her only real move with the wind was defense. If even Sylph couldn't do it, how can I? Doing what the Spirit of Wind can't do. Maybe it's not a problem of magic, but of combat experience? I don't really get what it means to be carried by the wind, but I'll just keep practicing until it makes sense. Alright, I'll do my best. I'll train like hell while I meet the other spirits. After my energetic yell, we continue onward. Sabasa Castle is still a ways ahead. After walking a little while longer, we're in the middle of a desert. It's heat and dryness. I didn't think something this horrible existed in this world. Ugh, so hot. I thought I was ready for this, but I didn't think a desert would be this bad. Why is this damn sun so bright? Why is the sand so hot? Why is this black thing rushing towards me? Black thing? Luca, I don't think you realize what's about to happen here. Scorpion girl. Delicious. I don't like these bug women. Bug women are no. I think they're worse than crab people at this point. A man passing by here. How unusual. Demon decapitation. Apparently it'll hit. I lost to a human? Damn skip you did. While I was practically edging. I was on the edge of defeat and somehow I managed to pull through. Nice, level 21. I am so strong. Whew, she was pretty strong. The monsters are pretty strong around here. Is it because the environment is so harsh? Are you finished yet? There's nothing to do around here when I go on my nature stroll. All I could do was catch a couple insects. For some reason, Alice proudly thrust an insect cage towards me. Rustling inside the cage were lots of little scorpions. Even in this overpowering heat, chills run down my spine. Even more, Alice looks strangely proud of them. What are you, a kid showing off your catch to a parent? Why did you catch so many scorpions? Well, I was wondering if I could eat them. Like hell you could. Disgusted at Alice's stomach, I quickly turn back and continue on. We're almost to Sabasa Castle. What is that? As we came to a spot only a few hours from Sabasa Castle, we come across some strange items. For some reason, clothes and some luggage are just sitting in the middle of the desert. A shirt, a turban, a hat, even a giant backpack. What the heck? Did they melt away from the heat? I don't think humans can melt like that. At any rate, why did they leave behind their clothes and luggage? I wonder what happened. Huh? What's this? Uh-oh. That's not good. Near their clothes, an expensive lamp is sitting on the island, on the sand. They even left behind such an expensive-looking antique lamp. What's an expensive lamp like that doing here? I pick it up and rub off the sand that was covering it. Suddenly, Lamp Genie appears. Of course. What the? I was called. I shall grant you one wish. Eh? Wish? A genie popping out of the lamp. I've heard the fairy tales, but I didn't think they were real. Alice, what do you think I should... Oh, she's gone. Alice had vanished before I noticed. Now, what is your wish? No matter what it is, I shall make it come true. Huh. For some reason, the genie is pushing, being very, suggestive of what he should wish for. Now, state your wish. Do you desire wealth, power, or... I bet you desire the last one I just said. I shall give you a... No. The genie whispers in my ear, tempting me. My willpower is shaken, as if a magic spell is being cast over me. My eyes are drawn to the discarded clothes. Thinking about what happened to their owner, I have a bad feeling. Let's go ahead and save. 'Cause that is just how we do. Yeah, we're definitely gonna shake off the temptation, because it can't possibly end well, giving into it. Oh crap. What the hell am I thinking? Ilias, please forgive me. I shake my head and try to clear out the thoughts. I don't have any wishes that you can grant. There's just a goal I must achieve. I shake off the temptation and regain my composure. I see. You have a strong will. I like men like you. I'll give you a special service. Blessing of Power. Mystic force flows through Luca's body. Luca earned 2,800 experience points. Nice. I wish you well on your travels. With those final words, she goes back into her lamp. Still surprised, I pick up the lamp. Should I keep this lamp so there aren't any more victims? The lamp genie must have done something to the owner of those clothes. I can't leave something so dangerous just lying around. Oh, background music. Yay. Sheesh, I thought you were going to jump her with how excited you looked. Alice returns, spewing venom. I just felt weird for a moment, but I shook off the temptation. Pervert. You're so repressed, your desire overflowed at the slightest temptation. Once we get to Sabasa Castle, it looks like I'll need to squeeze everything out of you again. I tremble a little bit, remembering the last time. Anyway, we're almost to Sabasa Castle. I'll finally get to sleep on a bed soon. Really? Or so I thought. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere, since we're not at Sabasa Castle yet. Even worse, we're out of food. Why the hell did I agree to this? You should thank me. I'm trying to fry the scorpions that Alice caught. According to her book, it seems they're edible if you fry them. Normally I would never dream of eating these, but I'm starving. Huh, it's fine, isn't it? Everything you make turns out good. That doesn't make me feel any better about eating scorpions. Closing my eyes and bracing my stomach, I take a bite of a scorpion. Despite their horrifying look, they don't taste too bad. We should have been at Sabasa Castle already. Don't cry, you idiot. Thus we were forced to camp here for the night. Crossing a desert is a lot more difficult than I thought. Probably. There's the background music again, right in my ear. And the next morning, we begin our trek anew. Sabasa Castle. Sabasa Castle. Where are you? While under the blistering hot sun, I mutter to myself while walking. As I start to sing the words for some reason, I desperately search for the castle on the horizon. Sheesh, you're pathetic. Can't you fly or something? Go into the sky and look for a castle for me. Is the hero relying on the monster lord? I bite my lip at her words. I'm a hero. I can't rely on the monster lord. Until it becomes very dangerous. Or really dangerous. The water flask is almost empty. If this flask is empty before I find an oasis or the castle, I'll be in real trouble. Should I cling to my pride and die? Or beg Alice? I need to prepare for what I'm going to do. Oh, Ilias, please guide me. As soon as I mutter that prayer, suddenly a shooting star flies across the sky. From the direction of the star, I see an outline on the horizon. No way, is it really? Huh, it's no mirage. That really looks like the castle. This is due to the guidance of Ilias. The goddess has extended her life-saving hand to me. Ah, Ilias, thank you. Huh. Thus I continue towards Sabasa Castle, singing my Sabasa song. Alright. There are a lot of merchants, as expected of the commercial district of the largest settlement in Sabasa. Oh, is this the Sabasa Castle special dish? A piping hot Sabasa fish packed with hot vegetables, flavored with special purity spices? Do you want to eat it? Alice quickly nods her head like an excited child. It's expensive, you know. We can't afford it with the money we have on hand. Mr. Adventurer, the baptized hero isn't too expensive. The baptized hero price isn't too expensive. I'm actually not baptized. If I'm not baptized, I'm not allowed to get the discount. Gah, this stupid half-hero boy. How come you aren't a baptized hero at such an important time? God damn it. Sorry. I don't know why I apologized. As I apologize, a guard walking by suddenly looks at me and gasps. Ah. The soldier stops and slowly turns toward me. I'm not doing anything bad, so why is he staring at me like that? Ah, that sword. The soldier shouts as he points at my sword. Huh, you're a little young. The soldier stares into my eyes and nods. But I'm sorry, but will you come with me to the castle? Eh? I didn't do anything wrong. I knew it. This sword that secretes evil is going to get me in trouble. No, it's nothing like that. Anyway, just come to the castle. It won't take long. You just need to listen to a story. Eh? What do you think, Alice? Don't rely on me. Think for yourself. That's what I thought she would say. Okay, I'll listen to the story. A true hero gets random quests from strangers. Thinking this, I follow the soldier to the castle. Boy, the plot doth thicken. As I thought, I was going to be brought to the soldier's room. But with a stunned look on my face, I'm brought to the audience hall of the king. It seems as though the king of Sabasa is looking for a hero. There was another man already in the room. With a strong, sturdy body and a powerful gaze, I can tell that he's a seasoned warrior. Yes, and those abs are right in the most distracting place for people that appreciate a physically fit person. Excuse me, were you brought here, we brought here to hear the king's request too? No, I am the king. Ah, the king? Well, I'm the 9th king of Sabasa. King? This powerful-looking warrior is the king? I'm sorry. Please excuse my rudeness before. I don't mind. Before I was king, I was a warrior. The king stares at my face with his stern eyes. Somehow it feels like he is looking right through me. You have good eyes. You look pretty young, so I wasn't sure of your ability. Thanks. Before this powerful-looking king, I can only mutter a small word of thanks at his compliment. The king cuts straight to the point of why he summoned me here. Traveler, I wish to ask you something that must remain confidential. It's very important. You know, I didn't realize until it started playing this theme that it's playing that Pomp and Circumstance classic song. Interesting. I'll have to make sure that it's not copyright before I, have the audio on. It's very important. If it gets out to the citizens, it will be a huge incident. I understand. I nervously swallow at his words. A king like this requesting something from with such a serious look. This can't be something minor. The fact is, my daughter, that is, the princess, she was kidnapped by a monster. The princess was? The princess was kidnapped? As a hero, I can't sit still at that. A fake one. I love how Alice just has to pop in just to say that. Just to twist the dagger. Please tell me more, King. I ignore Alice. I need to hear how this happened. It's just like, without missing a beat. It was midnight, 3 days ago. I was awoken to the sound of shattering glass from my daughter's room. When I ran there with the guards, my daughter was gone. The only thing that remained was a letter. A letter? The monster who took my daughter left it. In horribly hate-filled writing, it had one word on it. Pyramid. Pyramid? The legendary structure in the middle of the desert? I heard that there was a dungeon inside of it. It seems as though the kidnapped princess was taken there. Having the princess being kidnapped is a horrible thing to befall the country. To avoid an uproar, this must stay a secret. That's why I've been searching for a person capable of saving her in secret. I see. I've interviewed a few so far, but even though they introduce themselves as heroes, they all look pretty pathetic. But even though you're young, I feel something from you. Young traveler, will you please save my daughter? I understand. I'll do it. A true hero is always saving kidnapped princesses. How could I possibly refuse such a perfect cliche? Jeez. So, you'll do it? With the dawn after... Then, the dawn after you save my daughter, you shall become her husband. Eh? That reward isn't necessary. Instead, we would rather have Sabasa fish to eat. Jeez. That's all you want is a reward? Oh, Alice. Do you have a complaint? Or do you want to marry a princess and end your travels here? No, that's not that, but... Anyway, I'll entrust this matter to you. I'm asking both as king of this land and as a father. Thus, the grand-looking king bows to me, a mere traveler. Interesting. That king was pretty impressive. Being stuck as a king doesn't seem like it fits a man like him. What are you talking about? Speaking of rulers, your character doesn't fit the Monster Lord's image either. Mr. Hero, I shall take you to the nicest inn. Please have an enjoyable rest. Ah, thank you. Since we're helping out the king, it seems like we're being treated very well. Okay, as you can just now tell, I have realized I have been playing up until this point without any audio on the game itself. It's because whenever I switch the sound thing to my microphone, I have to switch like a couple other drivers at the same time now for some reason. Very annoying, but now it seems that I have a new step, so it's... Anyways, I fixed it, as you can see. I'm gonna leave that in what I've recorded so far. But let's hurry up and wrap this up. I don't want to have a whole long episode if it's gonna be, botched like it is already. Good job, me. Since we're helping out the king, it seems like we're being treated very well. We'll be able to sleep in a nice inn tonight. But before that, shall we search for some information? I want to hear more about the pyramid and Gnome. I still don't know where Gnome might be around here. All I know is that she's in a desert somewhere. If it's information you're after, we found an information dealer earlier. Shall I take you to the jail? Oh, that would be helpful. An information dealer should know something. But why were they thrown in jail? I think to myself as I follow the soldier into the castle dungeon. We reached the dim interior of the prison. In there was... I don't have time for this, Limia. Or Amira. I seriously don't have time for this. God fucking damn it. I just botched my whole episode, and now you have to show up as soon as I fix the music. Yeah, I have to deal with you and your fat ass. God damn it! Why do you have to have like a crease right there? It would be perfectly fine if it wasn't for that crease. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'd still be okay, but I don't want to risk that chance. I don't want someone to misinterpret what I have on my screen. So, God damn it, you're making things difficult, Amira. Oh, darling. Come all the way here to meet me. Good things sure do come to those who wait. It was this thing? Why were you thrown in jail? What were you doing in Sabasa Castle? There was no reason for them to throw me in here. If I had to say, it must have been because I was so hideous looking. Amira. Hey, Snake Girl, get the hell out of here already. It isn't your house. This isn't your house. So she was squatting here. Fucking hell, she came there voluntarily. The true reason. They give me 3 meals a day. How interesting. Luca, shall we stay here for a while too? Sure, I'll live here forever. By yourself. Or, no wait, sure, live here forever, by yourself. Anyway, Amira, do you have any information to sell? Money isn't needed. All I want is your love. I'm not gonna even try to imitate whatever those sounds are. What is it? Whoa, 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 zoo. I have a horrible story for you today. I heard the princess was kidnapped. I already heard that from the king. As expected of my darling. Fucking hell. Making me read these lines, Amira, really? Then what kind of information are you hoping to hear about? Do you know anything about Gnome? A gnome, the earth spirit? I know a little. There's a town called Safaru, a little bit to the north of this place. It's said that nobody lives there any longer, and it's in ruins. But the people who live there are worshipped Gnome. Were they animists? But they died out. They migrated to other towns and left Safaru in ruins. But there have been some strange sightings in the ruins recently. Tiny mud dolls have been seen walking around restlessly. Mud doll? Do you think that's Gnome? I don't know any more than that. Maybe it's a normal monster that appears in the area. Or possibly something that was created to worship Gnome. That isn't Gnomey. But it might be one of her familiars. Sylph. Oh, you look delicious. Is this delicious morsel your companion, darling? Something like that. What do you mean by familiar, Sylph? Gnomey uses dolls out of mud for fun. She makes them move with her magic and plays with them. I see. So if those mud dolls are seen, then that must mean Gnome is close by. It must. Yay! I'll get to play with Gnomey for after so long. Sylph finishes with an excited laugh. It seems that Gnome is near those ruins. Thank you, Amira. That was actually useful. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll find out anything for you, darling. Then, do you have anything about Undine or Salamander? Even I don't know anything about them. But before our next meeting, I'll find out more. Thank you. That would help me out a lot. Don't mention it. I'll be waiting for my reward. Now, Amila is going to start her journey. I shall find out whether it be through hell or high water. Get it? Hell or fire and water? Undine and Salamander? Yeah. Fucking hell. You explained your joke there, Amira. You totally ruined it. Then, until next time. Saying that, Amira awkwardly runs out of the jail. Why do I feel so disgusted at being indebted to her? I don't understand her either. She seems to live among humans pretty effortlessly. I think I'd say she's just doing whatever she wants. Anyway, I'm tired. You must be even worse off than I am after crossing that desert. So let's get to the inn. That sounds good. My body feels exhausted from that journey. If I tried to leave right away, I probably would be dead of exhaustion first. First the princess, then Gnome. Maybe it would be wise to collect some more information before heading to the inn, though. Save location. Go ahead and get that underway here. Alrighty. Amira's theme, everything about her, jeez. She had to show up at like the worst part. I'm still bummed out that I had half this episode or more without game audio, but it's nothing that you aren't missing out on, and I think it's okay, at least for right now. We didn't encounter any like major plot points. We just traveled basically. But I feel like that the next section of the game would be better saved for a new episode. If you did like this episode and you are enjoying my content, I would appreciate a subscription. And if you already are subscribed, then thank you for supporting my channel. I actually show a sizable amount of people that are watching all of my videos. So, yes, your influence is definitely felt on my end. So, if anyone has anything else they want to say, just share it in the comments, and I will catch you all on the next episode. And hopefully it'll be tomorrow. Hopefully I won't be late on that. Bye.